Hey people, this is a little update on my vlog again. So right now I'm at work. This is the Venture Hostel. So give you a quick look around. It's like I've already I think I had like one video of me being here before, but I basically do the night shifts here. But I'm just gonna do a little quick recap of basically where I'm at. So maybe a month and a half ago, I left Switzerland to come here originally just to do my driving theory test, although I actually ended up not doing that. And then I thought, because beforehand I had been struggling to find a job there in Switzerland, even though I had been there from like November last year up until last month, or the month until March, from basically November till March, and I did little bits of work here and there, but I never actually found anywhere that would give me a contract and like permanent work, and it really sucked. Even though I had my work permit and everything, like it was, it got to the point where I just couldn't find any work, and then I was told basically it was because it was the wrong time of year, and that I might get a call back from one of the places that I was working at, this hotel in Lauterbrunnen, which is like it's like a kind of a fancy hotel, I guess. And they told me that in the summer it picks up a bit. And they basically, I didn't hear anything back from them for ages. And I started working here at this hostel in London in exchange for accommodation for 25 hours, and anything more than that I get paid for. And today actually, in about 4 hours, I'm supposed to be starting at this e-cargo bikes thing, which I think looked pretty good actually. But a couple of days ago, I got an email from this hotel in Switzerland where I worked a little bit in like January, and they told me that they're gonna they've offered me a job for basically 3,500 francs a month, which in British pounds is like 2,500 roughly, minus a bit of tax and other deductions. It works out to 2,900 francs, or about 2,150 pounds. So, long story short, I'm going back to Switzerland in like 2 days, and I'm leaving this job, but I kind of wanted to capture it because I really like it here. It's been really, really lovely. Like, obviously it's completely empty right now, but during, like, when I usually start at 11, and often I'm basically working behind the bar and everything, and then, yeah, it's pretty cool. I feel kind of sad to leave because this is like one of the best jobs I've had ever. It's like really chill. I get on with the people here. The only issue is that, I could save money by working here and doing the e-cargo bikes. £11 an hour, going up to £13 an hour at the e-cargo bikes. But ultimately, I'm going to make more money if I go to Switzerland, essentially. And I'm just making a call right now. Obviously, money is not everything in life, and I know that. But right now, where I'm at, I'm actually in a lot of debt, and I need to make money really fast. So I'm going to do that shit, and I'm going to save up money. And then, even though I prefer the job here, what I'm doing, the actual job itself, I prefer it here. It's very chill, and I can just be myself, and it's relaxed and everything. Going there, it's going to be harder work. But I'm up for that. Life isn't about comfort all of the time. It would be more comfortable for me to stay here. But I know the right thing for me to do is to go there, because it's going to be a challenge and I'm going to be rewarded for it. And it'll lead to other things like being able to travel, being able to start a business, all of these things that I want to do. Ultimately, I have business ideas that I want to start, and I need money for that. So obviously, I'm going to take this opportunity and go. I mean, even from the beginning, when I left Switzerland, my plan all along was to come back. And, I thought that I would be able to save a bit of money in the short term here in London and then go back, because I couldn't find anything there. That's not what ended up happening. I haven't really saved any money, but I have at least gained the experience of working in a hostel, because it's something I'd like to do again in the future. And, I've been trying to contribute to this place. We always take notes, like each shift, and I made like a template thing. It's like has all the different things that we have to do: check-ins, check-out, pre-authorization / prepay, a checklist for all the cleaning stuff that I have to do and other shit. and then just general notes. And I made this, and I'm also making, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm trying to make a little script using JavaScript because this housekeeping sheet, right? You have to do this each night, and it's like manually go through all of the bookings and see which beds are checking out, or whether they've been there for more than a week, in which case they need to be cleaned. And I started making a script to automate that, but I haven't finished it because it was, but I'll try and do that before I leave, because I'm literally leaving in 2 days, so I have to do that tonight or tomorrow. I gotta do that, because I want to leave this place having given more than I've taken, because for me, I've earned a lot, like, not in terms of money, but in terms of experience. You know, it's only been 1 month, but, if I ever want to go and work in another hostel in another country, even Switzerland, maybe further down the line, if I improve my German, that's a potential. But even further away, like further in the future, even if I start a business and stuff, it would still be nice to actually work in a hostel, because I feel like it's important to have busy work. Not too much, not to be having a job is important. I feel I have this theory that working in a hostel is like the perfect job for an aspiring entrepreneur, because it gives you the busy work and the obligations that you have kind of kick you in gear and give you a work ethic, which you're going to need to be able to accomplish any kind of entrepreneurial vision or task. To be able to start a business, you need to have the ability to work yourself and to drive yourself. And kind of that's what I have here. Like, I have to, like, even just now, like, the fucking kitchen was completely flooded, and thank fuck I knew what to do. Like, I managed to get the Hoover and take out the bag and then use that to suck up the water, because otherwise it would have been a huge problem. It would have spilled through into the bar area and it would have been fucked. But that's what I mean, like, being able to, that's just an example, just taking your own initiative and being able to solve it. I didn't even need to phone my boss there, even though that was a serious fucking issue. I didn't want to wake him up at 2 a.m. I dealt with it, you know. That's what I mean. So in terms of being an entrepreneur, having busy work keeps you in the mindset of working, but not too much. Like, you don't want to be so overburdened by your work that you can't even focus on what you want to do. And the hostel kind of job is a good balance, because you're working, but it's quite easy. There's certain tasks you have to do, and you have to do them. But you can do them in your own time. You can get them overdone quickly, and then have time to chill or whatever. That's kind of when you're either self-employed or whether you're a business owner. No one else is gonna tell you what to do. You have to be able to have that balance within yourself, I guess. And anyway, like, point being, if I ever start a business as well, and another thing, if you are just starting out a business and you're limited on funds, it also saves cost on accommodation. So if you're in, like, fucking Thailand or some shit, you could just volunteer in a hostel, not for the money, because you're already making money from your business, hopefully, but then you won't have to spend as much to be able to live. And, you know, usually for accommodation in a hostel, you're gonna work like 3 days a week, and you have 4 days a week, plus the other half of the day, of even the days you are working. I mean, obviously the arrangement will probably vary, but the point remains, like, working in a hostel is a good type of intermediary point between, if you want to become a digital nomad, which I do, that is my ultimate goal. I mean, I've got lots of goals, but that's one of them. I really feel like working in a hostel and traveling, because traveling in general, it broadens your horizons and opens up your vision to think bigger. And I really feel like that's important if you want to be an entrepreneur. If you're going to be, like, obviously you can be successful staying in one place, but at least for me, my personality, I like to move around. But I also have found from traveling for 2 years that comes with a lot of, when you're broke like I was, there comes a lot of ungroundedness. You don't have a foundation. That's why I really like the hostel work. You know, I knew that I would like it even before I started it. I feel kind of sad to leave, but I know that one day in the future I'm going to work in another hostel, and I guess I'm just going to learn from this whole experience and offer as much value as I can to this place before I go, even though it's going to be 2 more days. And then I'm going to go back to Switzerland, and the job I'm going to have is going to be much more, you know, buttoned up, formal. It's going to be a lot more formal. It's going to be hard graft, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the best I can and make the money and pursue all of these things, you know? That's all I really wanted to say. I mean, I might actually show you guys around a little bit. This is like a 10-minute video. But basically, this is from my own memory as well, because I'm probably going to look back on this one day. And it's kind of nice, like, especially when there's people here, obviously. But, just see this shit. This whole fucking thing was flooded. Completely flooded. And it took like an hour of soaking it up with the vacuum to fucking fix it. But yeah, I gotta set up the breakfast. Anyways, I'll show you the checklist that I made. So, just the things that I've done. So, like, wipe table surfaces, beer. This is all the bar cleaning stuff, and then general administration. I need to actually add onto this list pre-auth, because that's on here. Anyway, well, it doesn't really need to be on the checklist because it's on. There's already that. It's okay. But yeah, so I still need to rinse the dishwasher, not the one in the kitchen, but this one here. Clean the coffee machine, empty the bin. I need to prepare the breakfast and then check the bathrooms and the fridge and all that shit to make sure that there's nothing that's like rotten food or whatever. But yeah, I guess I just feel like, you know that feeling of butterflies that you get when you're just about to leave, when you've been in a place for a while and you're about to leave. That's the feeling I have now. I mean, I'm kind of glad, I'm happy about it, that I'm going back, but I'm sad at the same time, you know. I'm thankful that I'm not going to get stuck in London, because I can come here anytime. Like, I can't go to Switzerland anytime. With Brexit, you know, that might not be possible in the future. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but certainly it's within the realm of possibility that they could limit the amount of British people that are allowed to go and work there. So if you get in before that, you're more guaranteed to be able to continue working there. That's my line of thinking. I was planning also to get my driving license here in the UK before going back, but I mean, like, I'm just going to go and work there, and then maybe I'll still need to do that in the UK. If I'm going to do that, I'll still need to do it in the UK, but that costs money, and this is going to be the best way I can make the money for that, and I could just take weekends off. I could just because I know that I'm only going to be working 5 days a week, so if I ask for the 2 days to be consecutive, I could come back to London even, and like, just do 2 days at a time of that. I mean, yeah, why not? That'll work. And then maybe I can find a driving job in Interlaken. I'm not sure. Like, my goal is to eventually, hopefully, find a job in Interlaken that is customer facing. I mean, even if I have to work at this job for 6 months, washing dishes, improving my German, just washing dishes, that's literally what I'm going to fucking do. You know, it's not that glamorous. It's definitely better here, but fuck it, dude. Like, I will wash those fucking dishes and do the best that I fucking can, you know? It doesn't matter. Like, never be too picky with work, dude. If that's what you gotta do, what you gotta fucking do. And if it means giving up comfort, which I'm about to do, in exchange for the opportunity to grow and better yourself, you should do it. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna stop rambling, because it's like already almost 14 minutes into the fucking video. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. Peace.